Baby.
You look just like you, just a different color.
She went to another man's house while I'm sitting at the house.
Well, that's because you didn't even get me anything, and you were just yelling at me.
You know,
like that.
God created men to conquer, to overrule. A woman cannot empower men.
What are we?
Yo, Rated Raw Reactions. Got another reaction video. You know what I'm talking about? We're going to react to some Paternity Court. Now, I admit, it's one of my guilty pleasures. Me and my wife could sit and watch Paternity Court for hours. And in fact, before I recorded this video, she tried to get me to watch some Paternity Court. But I said, I'm about to react to Paternity Court. I don't want you playing it in the background. So, here we are. This is the most outrageous claims on Paternity Court. Now, I love the judge from Paternity Court. I love these black lady judges. It's one on Paternity Court. You got Judge Lynn Toller, and you got some other one from, like, Texas. I forgot what she do. I don't know if she do paternity, she do divorce, she do a lot of different stuff. But either way, we finna react to this video because there's some wild stuff going on in this video. And before we get started, you know what we gotta do? Take 2 minutes, man. It's free. It's free 99. Like it, subscribe, comment, hit the bell, do whatever you gotta do, because I want to be pumping out content every single day, at least one video a day. We'll see how that go. I mean, no promises, but we'll see. So let's get into it.
And you were just yelling at
No
me.
accountability.
You say what? The judge asked for evidence of her infidelity.
Miss White says my body's naked, wishing you was in this bed with me.
Bro. Man, I always get why people say don't check people's phones. But I feel like sometimes you gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta get up in there and see what's going on. You gotta do a little audit. Because had he not went and looked, they say when you look for something, you find something. Yeah, if you're dealing with a cheater. But I don't see no harm in somebody checking their mate's phone, doing a quote unquote wellness check or whatever. So yeah, I get that. But look at the result of what he found. So would you rather him just be ignorant and not check it and whatever is happening continue to happen? Or is it worth the risk to check it to know that nothing is going on? Like, I don't know, man. People crazy with that one.
To not have my kids in that environment where they're seeing mom and dad argue over something they don't need to.
Facts, bro. I think that's one of the more underrated parts. I don't want to say underrated, but that's one of the more overlooked parts of people who stay in a relationship and try to work it out just for the kids. I mean, what would you rather have your kids deal with you being divorced and apart? Or would you rather have your kids deal with you attempting to be married while both of you are being miserable, while both of you are stepping out, while there's no continuity within the marriage? Like, I feel like it's more damaging to children to fake the funk. Like, because you can't fake being happy. And in order for any marriage to work, there has to be a high level of continuity, not just a low level of walking together and agreeing on things, but the kids will sense it within a week or two when you're trying to fake the funk. That always was my perception. That it's not worth it to just do it for the kids, because I get they say it's cheaper to keep her, but at what? It's cheaper financially to keep her, but at what cost? What's the net cost of what you're doing? Like the impact that's going to have on your children in the future, the impact that's going to have on you and your mental health. You know, I don't know. I just never agree with that.
You're horny, and you say, Miss White, I know me too. Miss White, why are you entertaining all these men on text?
Because he doesn't show me anything.
Always with the
He's not there for me.
Always pivoting, you're trying to put it off on me. How you expect me to treat you the way you want to be treated when you're sitting here sexting other people and doing all this stuff?
Facts. Like, she keep trying to put it on him, but it's the second person that she was with. Like, at the end of the day, as a woman, you got to maintain some decency. Like, and especially if your excuse is going to be that he ain't there for me, you're not even giving him the opportunity to be there for you, because you reaching out to other guys. Like, when does he have a window to be there for you? And then let's say for whatever reason, he fulfilled these quote unquote needs you have that he was not previously fulfilling. You telling me that you would just cut all these guys off? No, life don't work like that, man. That's why I always believe once another person gets involved in a relationship, the relationship is probably doomed. Because it's one thing for you to deal with problems with finances, because most of the time it's just you and your mate. It's another thing to deal with, the way you deal with children, because it's just you and your mate. But when we're talking about the emotions of a third person in reference to all of a sudden that person's feelings matter just as much as the two people involved in a marriage or relationship, I think it's doomed in that situation, man.
Mr. Silva, why do you have doubt?
I just don't trust her, Your Honor. I feel like she's tricking me into believing that I'm Legend's father. I grew up loving women, loving sex.
You grew up loving sex.
To me, I always felt like it was okay for men to go out, have sex, and, cheat, come home to their family.
What he says next.
Bro. I wonder the percentage of men that think that way, man. Because I never been in agreement with that whole mindset of men are men and women are women and men are able to do this and do that and so they royal. Oh, bro, at the end of the day, it's about honor, man. It's about honor. And at the end of the day, you putting yourself although you're not putting yourself to the level of risk that a woman is, because the women bring the babies home, but that mindset I don't get it. I never understood it. I've seen it. I've witnessed it. And I don't know, man. To say that brazenly is just nuts to me. I feel like that's nuts, man.
Legend was born. The doctor came in the room straight to me and gave me the paper. I didn't want to make her look bad. So
so you signed the birth certificate.
Yes.
You know what I don't get? And this is something that shows how slanted the court system is towards women. So if a guy meets a girl, he has money, she doesn't, right? He asks her to sign a prenup. Let's say they get married in June. He asks her in January, February, March, April, May. And then June comes. He asks her to sign that prenup the day of the wedding. She could then turn around and say, she could sign it, but then it could be null and void. I don't know the law too much, but this is just hearsay, but I believe it's true because it was signed under distress. But on the flip side of that, how is it that in this situation, a birth certificate can't be considered null and void when a man obviously signed it under distress? Who want to be the guy to not sign a birth certificate if you at the birth and her mom there, her aunt there, your mom may be there? Like, who want to be that? Nobody wants to be that guy. And people then say, well, you shouldn't have signed it. And I feel as though people who say that, you couldn't have possibly have ever been anywhere near a situation like that, because I could just imagine how it would just suck the air out of the room if a guy just says, no, I'm not signing it. But it's not fair that in regards to a prenup, it could be considered you signed it under distress and it could be voided. But in regards to a birth certificate, men don't have that same right. Especially considering that the financial impact of a prenup and a birth certificate, sometimes depending on your situation, it could be similar.
For a long time, you know what I mean? And so now, if he's not sure, it's all of a sudden you don't want nothing to do with me at all. You don't want nothing to do with him.
How you gonna make me take care of somebody else? Your Honor, I love Jennifer. I mean,
so with or without Legend, we should still be together. It shouldn't be no kick rocks.
Nah, you kick.
All right, this make me think that the baby ain't his now, cause she seemed like she copping a plea now. We'll see. Let's see, man.
Rocks.
It's time for the results.
It has been determined by this court. Mr. Silva,
I think the baby look like him though.
Are the father.
Yeah, because I start looking at the nose, I start looking at the eyes. I thought that baby looked like him, the complexion. Oh man, I'm happy, man. She had me worried for a minute there because she looked like she was trying to get a little bail, and I'm like, whoa, why you talking about it should be you and no. But all right, good job, young lady, keeping them legs closed.
Pregnant, what were you thinking, sir?
But she called me when she was like 3 months pregnant. I know I got a phone call. I was at work. I told her I'd call her back. But I ended up blocking her number.
What?
What?
Blocked it after we had that conversation. After we had that
Really?
conversation,
After I blocked the number, she had the baby and called me from another number.
So she called to tell you she was pregnant and you just said okay and then blocked her number?
Yes, ma'am.
Yo, he's a city boy. Yo, city boys up on that one, man. I don't root for city boys at all. This is not an endorsement of city boys and guys who live that lifestyle. But yo, that's crazy, bro. Yeah. Oh my gosh, yo. Her texting him saying she pregnant, him blocking her. It's like the modern day, yo, I had to gym you on extra time. I'm dying, yo.
Ma'am, Your Honor.
Oh, you cold-blooded.
Yes, he
After he gave
is.
birth to the child, he asked for pictures, and his doubts began. He also made a revelation about the number of kids she has.
baby, are you sure that's my baby? Then he looked at the color of it.
Oh, that
why
baby
he-
light.
The color he is.
So wait a
Oh,
minute, Mr.
that
McKee,
baby
when you
looks
got the
Spanish.
pictures, what were you thinking?
Like, this not my baby, Your Honor. I'm like, damn, this baby make number 8 right here. I'm like,
Number eight for who? You or her?
For me.
for her.
I have 8.
She got 8 kids?
Number 8.
Oh, you need to sit down.
I'm kind of confused.
Bro, if you got, women. Bro, it's at a certain point, you gotta hang them up. You gotta sit down somewhere, yo. This your 8th child? 8. Bro, look, not too much on women, but yo,
Whoa.
He also feels he's not the only one she was sleeping with.
She was already pregnant? Is that what you were thinking? Because it was only a 1-month affair?
No, it was a affair for longer than a month. It's just how fast it happened in a month.
Wait a minute, explain that.
I meet you April the 1st, April the 20th, we getting it in.
Well, you're saying it's because she had sex with you so
Fast.
quickly that you felt like, well, maybe this is the type of person or type of woman.
3 weeks. It's 3 weeks fast. I think it depends, man. If you already know a person as a woman and y'all y'all work together or y'all went to school and y'all talk for 3 weeks and then you do whatever you gotta do in 3 weeks, I think it depends on how much time y'all spent together within those 3 weeks, man. Like, 'cause 3 weeks, you could do 6 dates in 3 weeks. And in that case, that's not fast. And she has 7 kids already, so you already know she getting straight to the point. She got to the chase. But I had a debate with somebody about this not too long ago that I think as adults, 3 weeks is not crazy. And some people would tell you that that's long. I'm not one of them. But 3 weeks, I don't think 3 weeks is too fast. April 1st to April 20th was 20 days. Like, I don't know, man. I think it depends, man. I think it all depends on your interaction within those 3 weeks.
Yet any other kids, what he said shocked everyone.
I have a daughter.
You do. And so this would be your first son.
I have 2 more on the way.
You have
Whoa.
2 more kids on the way right now?
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor.
Even the judge couldn't
Yo,
believe what she's
that's
hearing.
Mr. Triple Double right there.
You know me too.
Yes, Your Honor.
2 sisters in the same family. They both having your baby at the same time?
Probably a month apart.
Wow.
Mr. McKee, please tell me you're not going to end up behind these things.
See, listen. I'm not mad at the man in this situation, yo. If he got 2 sisters pregnant at the same time, that's not on him, bro. If they're gonna allow themselves to be manipulated in that manner, then as adults, you kind of get what you get, yo. Like I don't see a situation where they didn't know, you know. Like either way, it's a disconnect. Either the one of them already knew that he slept with her, or both of them are just that easy that he could sleep with both of them. Either way, that's on them, yo. That's not on him.
I might be, Your Honor. You might see me in the next 120 days.
120 days.
It has been determined by...
Now. I said this earlier about women. That some of them need to sit down. some of y'all men need to sit down too. Some of y'all need to pack it up, bro, and understand that the lifestyle you live in is not conducive to happiness at all. Not that men want to be happy or need to be happy. I get it. But I mean, how you to go around and show that lack of respect for yourself, your lineage, I don't understand it. Just like this whole Nick Cannon thing. Like, I try not to judge people too much, but I don't get why you would want to do that. I don't understand why you wouldn't want to take all the resources you have and pour it into a family and a situation within a marriage. Like, I would rather have, granted, of course, this is my opinion. I would hope that everybody would rather have 5 kids with the same woman within their marriage, 5, 6 kids within their marriage, and pour all you have into that than have 12, 13, 14. Like, I don't understand. Like, bro, I thought when I first heard he was doing all this, I honestly, I thought he was dying or something. I thought he was like I thought he had a terminal illness and wanted to, but he just doing it just to do it, man. Like, once again, I'm not in a position to judge a guy like Nick Cannon because at the end of the day, it ain't tricking if you got it. But think about if all the resources and time and energy that he has to put into 13 black children went into 5, a concentrated effort into 5 or 6 of them. Like, I don't know, man.
By this court, Mr. McKee, you are not the father.
Yeah, that's not a shocker at all. That baby literally looks nothing like him. Like, the only way that could have possibly been his baby is if his mom was like super duper light skinned. Like, and then I would be questioning it, whatever. But yo, that baby don't look nothing like him. That looked like Radamez from New Jack City baby, bro.
Are you serious?
He is not the father, Miss Thompson.
She got nerve to be crying. You
She
knew.
was asked if she knew who the
What
father
you crying
was.
for?
Surprisingly, she knew.
Do you know who Carson's father is?
Yes. Like my ex before I met him.
My ex,
Did
yeah, I
you know
bet.
that and just want it to be Mr. McKee's?
I
I
bet.
didn't think of it at all. It was
Craziness.
my time.
That's the video for today. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Man, look, some of these people I don't even try to give effort to try to understand some of these people. But in the event I did, it would be a waste of time anyway. Like, why would you even want to get him caught up in that situation? I'm speaking to this last woman. Why would you get yourself caught up in that situation when you already have 7 children? So you just think dads are just like, like you just go to the store and pick one out. That's because that's what it seemed like. That's what I'm getting from her. Anyway, not to make this video too long. Here we go. This video 3 reaction video. We did a little divorce court, paternity court thing. Like I said, I'm trying to keep the channel diverse, not stay in one lane until I figure out a good lane, So we're just going to try a couple different things out and see what goes on. Once again, like it, subscribe, comment, do the bell, do all that YouTube stuff for me, man. Because at the end of the day, it's free, bro. I'm not asking for no money. I don't want no donations. Just give me a little like, little subscribe. That's it. It costs you nothing. All right, man. I'll catch y'all next time.